Right then guys, I've just finished filming today's video. It's episode 2 of the African House Snake Ultimate Care Guide. As you know, the episode's going to be out at 5 o'clock on a Tuesday, and that's every week. Today's episode is going to be feeding babies, and the structure is going to be, I'm going to have a quick chat with you about how different methods of feeding your baby snakes. And then I'm going to quickly show you the snakes feeding, and then at the very end of the video I've just snuck in a little 30-second or so clip of an African house snake laying eggs, which is going to be tomorrow's video. So if you're excited for that, make sure you stay tuned to the very end. If you're new around here, subscribe. What are you doing? If you like the video, drop us a like, smash the notifications icon, and I'll see you in a second. Right then guys, so in rather annoying fashion, my tripod is broken, so I'm just gonna have to sort of film this like a selfie type of thing. Right, so today we're gonna quickly run through the best ways to feed your African house snake as a baby. There are a few different methods. The main ones I use are drop feeding and strike feeding. You can also, if that doesn't work, there's a few other things you can do. One thing I like to do with my new starter babies is actually take a fuzzy mouse, chop it up into little bits, and then drop them in, leave it in overnight. And quite often then, because of the smell of the chopped up fuzzies, they'll take that. You can try scenting with frogs or toads if you've got or gecko even. If you've got any of them in your collection, what you simply do is you defrost the mouse in a little tub with the toad, frog or whatever inside. That sometimes works with, you do that with pinky mice if your snake is off food. And that quite often works. Other people have had success with brain in it, where you take a knife or something and you just pierce a hole in the head and sort of cut the head in half so the brain sort of leaks out and smells. You could try scenting with tuna, that works. So you just eat a can of tuna, leave a little bit in the bottom, and then you could sort of drop a few pinky mice in there. Leave it thaw in the tuna can, and then just drop it in with your snakes. Another thing, if your snake's been off food for a while or it's never actually started eating, what you'll have to do at some point is you'll have to assist or force feed the snake, because otherwise it is ultimately going to die. I've had snakes starve on my watch, African house snake babies, because I was told that I shouldn't assist feed or forced feed by someone. And if I had stuck to my guns, then they still would be alive today. So that's just worth bearing in mind with these guys, is sometimes they're difficult to get going. So once you do get them going, you need to keep them going, because you don't want them sizzling out and then being stuck as if the snake had never eaten a meal on his own before. So you need to keep them going. Regular feeding every week definitely is needed with these guys as babies, just to keep them ticking over. So when I assist feed, it's better to do a few weeks on and then give them a few weeks off to see if those few weeks on and then once it stops feeding, see if that makes it hungry again, and then sort of triggers it back into eating. So I'm just gonna quickly go through, show you some videos now of the snakes eating, and then I'll show you a little quick clip of my adult African house snake actually giving birth. The full video of that will be released tomorrow. If you're interested in that, make sure you stay tuned obviously, and we'll get straight into it then. Right, so just running through auto assist feed then guys, what I've done here is I've actually grabbed the pinky and just gently placed it in the snake's mouth, and hopefully now he'll actually take it on his own. Nope. Typical. Yep, so as you can see from today, guys, drop feeding is the one I've had more success with. That one's just trying to swallow it now, and I'm just disturbing it a little bit too much here, so I'm going to leave her to it. I've just come in now and I've actually missed this, but we've got one taking down a meal, folks. This is actually one I'm keeping. He's assist feeding. I did just assist feed him there, but I just left the rodent in his mouth and see if he took on his own, and he did, which is brilliant. Just got to clean the water bowl out because he somehow put a lot of aspirin in there. So I'll just leave him alone then. Right, so I just got this boy out and look. He's just shedding his skin. I was wondering why he wouldn't eat. He's a good eater. I thought he'd already shed, but clearly not. Fantastic. He'll just shed out all on his own now. But that's why he wouldn't eat then, guys, because it's because he's actually in shed. Well, I thought I could have sworn I saw shed in his tank yesterday, but obviously I hadn't. So great stuff. I'll leave him to it. There we are. I've just come back in now, and the one that shed his skin is just swallowing the last of the pinky, so that's brilliant. I'm not going to disturb him too much. I'll probably leave him to it now. I think we've seen most of it. Well, we've missed most of it anyway, sadly. So yeah, I'll just leave him to it. Just thought I'd tune in, guys. I've just come up here now and I've caught my African house snake actually in the middle of laying eggs. So this is pretty cool stuff. I'll try to set up my tripod now, and then I can just try to fast forward it or something so you can get a relapse of it. Not going to stress her out too much by being here, but just thought I'd quickly show you. Okay. Thank you for tuning in, guys. As always, make sure you drop us a like if you made it this far, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.